So Cliff, I've been hearing a lot about the Hometown Heroes program. What can you tell us about that?
I'm so excited. So many new changes coming up.
What are some of those changes?
Okay, well basically there are two major changes. One, we are removing the employment requirements. Now the requirement is you have to work for a Florida-based corporation.
Okay, so you're saying any profession qualifies?
Any profession will qualify, and you have to have a minimum of 35 hours a week.
Great news.
It's good, but let me clarify. If your company is headquartered in Ohio, as long as they have brick and mortar in the state of Florida, you will qualify for this program.
Okay, so what if I work from home?
That's fine. As long as they have brick and mortar in the state of Florida, you could be a remote worker and qualify.
Okay, interesting.
And it's also for first-time home buyers.
Okay, so what is a first-time home buyer?
Great question. There's a lot of confusion about that. So believe it or not, you might not think you're a first-time home buyer, but you really are. It's for somebody who has not owned a home in the last 3 years.
Okay.
You would be considered a first-time home buyer.
So what are some of the other changes to the program?
Okay, so the second major change is we have increased our grant money.
More money.
More money.
All
That's
right,
always
that's what we like to hear.
That's always a good thing. It was 5% up to a maximum of $25,000.
Okay.
It is now 5% up to a maximum of $35,000 with a minimum of $10,000.
So let's say I'm working with a buyer who wants to buy a home in Boca Raton home. Can you give us an example of how the program would work?
Let's use $700,000 as a loan amount as an example. The program allows a 5% grant up to $35,000. So on $700,000, 5% of that is $35,000. And what makes that so exciting is first-time home buyers will qualify with as low as a 3% down payment. So 3% on $700,000 is $21,000. So the $35,000 they're receiving, $21,000 could go to satisfy the down payment, and then the $14,000 could go towards closing costs.
Is the $35,000 really free?
There's no payment on that grant.
Okay.
There are 3 scenarios where you'll have to pay that money back. 1, if you sell the property. 2, if you refinance. And the third scenario, if you turn that primary property, because it's only for primary properties, it becomes due and you have to pay that back.
All right, and any other qualifications for the borrower?
Yes, well, the minimum credit score, it's important for everybody to know, it's 640 on credit score. And maximum DTI, debt to income ratio, is 50%.
Okay.
So to recap, 1, we're opening it up for all first-time homebuyers in the state of Florida, regardless of profession. 2, we are now increasing the grant money from $25,000 up to $35,000.
Okay, perfect. So thanks for sharing more with us about the Hometown Heroes program. And if you guys have any more questions or need any help, we're here to help with all your real estate needs.